To confess false pride, you confess specific actions and attitudes like judging others, refusing to admit mistakes, needing to be the center of attention, valuing worldly success over God, being defensive to criticism, or using possessions to mask insecurity, focusing on the underlying self-centeredness and need for autonomy rather than just the word pride itself. Confession involves admitting these shortcomings to God, and sometimes others, and asking for grace to cultivate humility, gratitude, and dependence on Him. Specific things to confess for false pride: judging and comparing, ranking yourself above others, being critical of their ways, or dwelling on their failings. Stubbornness and arrogance, refusing to admit you're wrong, rejecting better ideas, or holding others in contempt. Self-reliance, thinking you can handle everything, needing to be self-made, or relying on your own achievements. Need for attention, always needing to be the focus, being easily offended, or getting your feelings hurt. Worldly attachments, prioritizing work, money, fame, or possessions over God, or using them to cover insecurity. Defensiveness, rejecting honest criticism or justifying your sins instead of repenting. False humility, pretending to be humble while still seeking self-exaltation, a form of pride itself. Bragging and boasting, exaggerating achievements or being proud of negative traits like being stubborn or lazy. Refusal to learn, shutting down feedback, not being teachable, or thinking your way is the only right way. Inability to apologize, difficulty admitting fault or asking for forgiveness, even when wrong. Condescension, displaying superiority through aloofness, disdainful body language, or putting others down. Seeking validation, constantly needing praise, attention, or approval from others to feel worthy. Defensiveness, getting easily offended, angry, or resentful when feeling threatened or criticized. How the Rosary cultivates humility and fights pride. Meditation on Christ's humility. By focusing on the life, passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus, the mysteries, you meditate on His poverty, suffering, and obedience, contrasting with pride's self-exaltation. Focus on God's will, magnanimity. It redirects your goals from self-centered desires to God's divine plan, recognizing Him as the source of true happiness. Detachment from the world. The repetition of the Hail Mary and contemplation of sacred events detach you from worldly attachments, which fuel pride, by valuing God above all else. Reliance on God, not self. The Rosary highlights our need for God's grace, especially when facing difficulties, countering pride's attempt to control and rely solely on oneself, says Royal Perspectives.